out in the industry?
I started from the very bottom, and I am now just a bit above the bottom, I think. I don't know. I have quite a musical family. My dad's side of the family is very musical. My granddad plays guitar and used to do millions of cover gigs in the 50s and 60s. And then my dad is a singer as well. He also plays trumpet. Music's just in the family, I think, and I'm the first songwriter in the family. And it's something I've just always wanted to do. I used to aspire to be Robbie Williams when I was 7 years old, and then I aspired to be Green Day when I was a teenager, and now I aspire to be a musician that can somehow sustain their life off their own music. That's what I aspire to be nowadays. But I think it's always been somewhere in my blood. I've always wanted to be a part of the music industry in some way, so I'm very lucky to be a performer.
Who were your inspirations then? So you mentioned Robbie Williams, you mentioned your family as well. Who were the ones that kind of stand out to you?
Quite a few names for different reasons. For example, I have to name Frank Turner. It would be rude not to name Frank Turner because he's the guy that kind of tipped me over the edge. He convinced me to give the whole acoustic singer-songwriter thing a go. I was worried that it wouldn't really work because the songs I write aren't typical acoustic songs. They're more suited to the full band kind of format. But I saw him open for Green Day in 2010, and he was on his own on a huge stage with an acoustic guitar playing to 40,000 people, and he nailed it. And I just thought, yeah, if he can do it, then he's proving someone can take an acoustic guitar and wow that many people.
Yeah, I know. This is where I'm going to edit. I don't know why I do that.
Don't worry. I'm sure it won't affect it. Don't worry.
If I just go over here, actually, that might be enough for it to stay on.
Move a bit.
Motion sensor, yeah.
Bruce Springsteen is another huge influence for me. He's a sensational songwriter, and he writes many different genres and many different influences, and you can really tell in his work. Regina Spektor is another big inspiration of mine. She's a fantastic songwriter. Just great songwriters. I love great songwriters, and another thing all these artists have in common is work ethic. They all work very hard to be where they are. They weren't just one-hit wonders or X Factor risers, or just they didn't wake up and have it all handed to them. They worked for it, and I feel like that's what I'm doing as well. So those guys are my main influences.
Okay, so how old are you when you started performing then?
I was 12 when I did my first ever band performance, and 14 when I did my first solo acoustic performance. And then I started doing more gigs when I was 15, 16. Started to kind of test the ropes a bit, test the waters. And I would say that I've started to do this properly when I was like 18. I did my first tour when I was 18.
Wow. Okay. So who are you listening to now? You mentioned a lot of artists just before. Anybody else that's a bit more current that you're listening to now?
I'm listening to a lot of Sigrid.
Okay.
She's fantastic. She's going to have a huge year, and at a huge year she's going to be a mega star by the end of this year, I reckon. She's a great pop singer. Who else? I listen to a lot of the punk rock band with the Swellers. They're like a constant on my Spotify playlist, as is Bruce Springsteen. Who else? I'm listening to my mate David Kay. He's just brought out a new EP, and it is mind-blowing. It is his third EP, I think, or second EP, third release in total, and it is just sensational. The songwriting on that has just risen a level from anything he's ever done before, so people should definitely check out that because it is insane. And then I listen to my friend Chloe Glover. She's a great songwriter who I've toured with. Chloe Hawes, another singer-songwriter. Most of the time I'm listening to my friends' music, which obviously it isn't fancy, it isn't on the radio, but it's very good. It's very, very good, so people should check out that as well. But that is what I'm currently listening to.
I find myself doing that more and more. The more bands I cover and stuff like that, the more my Spotify playlist gets populated by them. I love it.
That's great. Please do that with me as well.
I will do.
Please do.
Don't worry, I've already got you on Instagram. Okay, so you've been on the CoffeeHouse tour for nearly 2 weeks.
10 days.
Yeah, 10 days.
10th day.
Yeah, where's the best place you've been so far, other than Huddersfield, obviously?
I think for me, Bath Spa and Warwick University are tied at the moment. Maybe Warwick just tipping Bath Spa. Just great crowds, really nice responses, lovely people, and like generally everywhere has been great. Some places better than others, obviously that's always going to be the case, but the tour has been really great and everywhere has been great, but for me Bath Spa and Warwick, just about the best ones so far on the tour.
That's good to hear. What other interests have you got? I saw on your Instagram that you're a sports fan as well.
I'm a huge football fan.
Yeah.
I dedicate any time that I'm not dedicating to music, I'm probably dedicating to football. Yeah, huge football fan.
It sounds a bit similar to me.
Yeah.
Right, last thing's just gone over 5 minutes now. Got to get the social media plugs in there. Where can everybody find you?
Oh, you can find me everywhere, man. You can find me on Facebook. If you just type in Joe McCorriston, MCCORRISTON, you can find me everywhere. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Deezer, Amazon, Apple Music, Bandcamp, which is a good one. I'm trying to push my new EP on Bandcamp because that is the place where money mostly goes to you. It's the best place for independent artists. And if there is any other social media platform, I'm sure I'm on there, probably.
That's great. Joe McCorriston, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, man.